as an artist, we should reflect the time.
Why you so talented?
Cause I'm black.
Why you so amazing?
Cause I'm black.
It's really important that we build characters so that people understand their story matters.
2 Chainz and I both are just really into good food.
And when you know you are royalty, you will only aim in life to be royalty.
We're doing it right now. I don't give a damn what they say about me. Yes, I called your ass out. I know I shouldn't be saying this kind of.
Shout out to Hype Magazine Network.
Shout out to the Hype Magazine Network.
Hype in the street.
Hello there.
Hype in the street. What? Hype in the street. Hype in the street.
Nice.
Hype in the hype. Hype in the street. Hype in the street.
Yo, welcome to a brand new installment of Hype in the Streets. I'm your host, Tee Recx. We have Money Matt and DJ Graci Grace in the building. How y'all doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great, Tee Recx. Looking forward to tonight. It's going to be another great show. The Bag Fuel episode is still going viral. Shout out to Esso and Heineken once again for blessing us last week. But we got another jam-packed show. I see one of the guests is already here, so excited to get started, fam.
It's been a wonderful week, pretty busy, but I had a wonderful time with the busy part. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing well. I just, stayed pretty busy. Mardi Gras, of course, celebrated throughout the Gulf Coast, and so definitely couldn't complain about that. And so did a little bar hopping. Had a few drinks here and there and whatever, but just being out, seeing people having a good time. It was a great vibe everywhere we went, and so there's no complaints here. Always looking for a good time.
Now, you were giving us a little backstory before we started about Mardi Gras and how that actually is working. So for people who's not familiar, what is Mardi Gras? Why do we celebrate it? You know, we know about Ash Tuesday and all that, but from your viewpoint, what is Mardi Gras?
Well, Mardi Gras is a French celebration. It's a time period that everybody celebrate right before Ash Wednesday, that I was telling you about before going on the air. And so we have all these festivals and parades, and it was actually started here in the States in Mobile, Alabama, which we're about 20 minutes from there. And so leading up to that is just you celebrating culture, man. You celebrating the people. You celebrating the food of the culture and everything. And then after Mardi Gras, you have Ash Wednesday, which is pretty much Lent. You give up something, you sacrifice something to God as far as what you're trying to cut out. Most of the time, it's something bad, a bad habit or a sin or whatever. And so that's my interpretation of it. Definitely not the guru. This is only my second year actually living in this area, just being commercialized by Mardi Gras because of what we see on TV as far as the partying, the beats, and stuff like that. But it's definitely a holiday down here.
What's the vibe like, you know, in America right now? Unfortunately, we've got a lot of divisive stuff going on, a lot of, you know, angry people on different sides. How is it when you're at Mardi Gras? Do people care about any of the issues or just people having a great time?
Man, people just having a great time. It's about being there for one another, having just talking, having conversations. You can make business deals or just whatever. People just coming together just to celebrate life and nothing wrong having some cake, some Kyng cake and moon pies and everything else that's included. So it's definitely a great feeling. We celebrated mostly. I would say people celebrate nationwide, but primarily Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. It's more common to celebrate it here on the Gulf Coast area than any other part of the country, though. But people do celebrate it nationwide and worldwide.
Well, this is interesting. It's a Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday, referring to it being the last day of consuming rich, fatty foods. Okay. That's interesting.
It is. Can't complain. It's time to move on though to Easter now.
That went fast.
Yes. But I understand that both of y'all been busy. Money match with SBR Talk series. How's that coming along for you?
Man, it's amazing. SBR Talk series. We go on Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're on season 3. Shout out to Sincere. We got a legendary guest going to be on this week. My family, Big of Rankin, man. It was such a great conversation, getting to talk to him and give him his flowers. It's always interesting to me because when people first start talking to me, they don't really know who I am until I mention Stop Beefing Radio or some of the stuff we've done together. Then you see the light go off in their head like, oh, that's you? And then it's a great feeling to know that they recognize you on that. And then we've also been very busy with Cash RBE. It's an artist I'm helping with out of South Carolina. Shout out to Chill with Come Clean and my family, DJ Manny Faces and Strong Side Radio. We're doing a radio rollout with them. We're going to bring him on to Hype in the Streets end of this month. So, like I said, it's been a busy week for me on that front. And then, I want to take a moment to, shout out or for people, today is not always a happy day. It's Black Balloon Day for people who have lost somebody from overdose. Unfortunately, I lost my cousin Jeremiah a few years ago to a fentanyl overdose. And I think we're not really paying attention to this epidemic that's going on right now. A lot of people are dying. All they're doing is going to enjoy their drug of choice, and they're getting a bad cut. And then, they're passing away. So I do want to, take a moment to tell people my thoughts and prayers are for all the families that are losing people. And I wish the government or the powers that would speak more about this epidemic that's going on, because it's hurting people all over the United States and the world right now.
Absolutely. We got a quick clip we're going to roll before we bring on our first guest. The hot word in this country this week is tariffs. And you hear that everywhere now. Only one of the few times we did hear was in school when we were talking about history and stuff, but now it's very common because of what's going on here in the United States. But we're going to check out this clip and we're going to be right back.
He still doesn't know how tariffs work. He still thinks China pays the tariffs.
Wait, so China's not paying tariffs right now?
The tariffs are paid by the American companies that import the Chinese goods. I see you looking a little confused. This is the way tariffs work. What Trump did is place tariffs on Chinese imports. By the time the imports get here, China's been paid for the stuff. The American company who brings the goods in pays the tariffs.
Really?
You're kidding right now.
No, I thought he said he was raising the tariffs by 50 to 100% for Chinese imports.
You gotta clip this. I'm begging you. You gotta clip this and send it to me.
I'm genuinely
None
confused.
of this stuff is getting cut out, right?
No.
Oh my God.
We post everything.
Please. The tariffs are paid by the company that does the importing. So if you want to build a building in the US and you import Chinese steel, you pay China for the steel, you pay the US government the tariff. This is why it's inflationary. Economists have looked at Trump's tariff proposal and said it would make stuff more expensive for Americans by adding the cost of the tariffs to the total cost of production. So that's the way tariffs work. A lot of people don't seem to know how tariffs work, which is sad because this is how people end up getting sucked into Trump's vortex. He says something that sounds good. I'm going to punish China with tariffs. It sounds good, Chinese tariffs. They're paid by the American company. That's why it's so damaging.
Genuinely, I had no idea. I thought China was paying those.
Yep. No, China's not paying them.
I thought they were, though.
They're not.
So why would he do that? I'm confused.
You'd have
to. Yes, everything is going up. That's the hot word for the week, tariffs. You have any thoughts or comments quickly, Matt and Gracie?
Yeah, Gracie, you can go first.
Okay, as for me, I feel like I know we're going through all these things going with the politics and everything, but I feel like it's just kind of like trying to scare us off. I feel like we should just keep things positive, and we're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I like to comment on that too. Like it's hard conversations we're having right now because people think tariffs is a good thing, and then like he just broke it down. It's been proven many times over. It's not a good thing. And then Canada just kind of showed us when Trump said he was going to impose tariffs on Canada. Canada said, okay, well, we're going to stop selling liquor over here, and we're going to tax you as well. So unfortunately, in the next week, probably next week, everything's going to go up. And people are thinking that the other countries are paying it, we're paying it. So, you know, it's going to be hard times, but I wish we could educate more people on it. How do you have a conversation with someone when they don't want to accept the basic concepts of what's going on? Like, they want to live in this magical world of what they're being told, and then you try and give them the facts and they don't want to hear it.
Absolutely. Well, we have our special guest from Florida, Fort Lauderdale area. He goes by Hero the Kyng. I've been knowing him for quite a while, but this is the first time we have officially crossed paths as far as doing an interview. So how you doing tonight, sir?
Man, I'm good. I can't complain, man. If I do, I'll be out of line.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you for joining. How's the economy in your area? What's the prices on eggs there?
Man, we looking at almost like I say like $8 to $10 a carton. That's a dozen. So that's where we at right now. Yes. I know. You know, they got the box of cards that used to come. Well, ain't no used to. It's still coming at like about 96 eggs, and right now it's almost, that alone is almost like $80 to $100.
Wow.
So
we gotta stay prayed up, man. Save your money.
It's crazy.
Save it. It's okay.
We trying to get some chickens right now. You know?
Yes,
that's
indeed.
probably the smartest way to do it.
Start a chicken coop.
Yeah.
Hey, we used to have one in the Philippines.
Hey, we got to bring that back. Shoot, forget going to the grocery store. It's time to have your own chicken coop.
I'm telling you. Trust me.
So you've been in the game for quite a while. Like, you have a good music catalog going on. So what made you decide to become a music artist? And I just want to say that just from afar, watching your career, man, I really like your style and your sound, and I can't wait to play this video for everybody to check out too. But just give us a walkthrough of what made you want to become a music artist.
Well, you know, I really was inspired to do music by Tupac. You know what I'm saying? That was the one that really, you know, made me want to put the pen to the pad. But later on, as I continued to grow, it's like I found myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I first started, I sounded just like him. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when I was at least like 15 to 16 years old and I did a show in a park. My voice, I can emulate my voice just like his. And when I did the show, I had people coming from out their houses. They like, damn, Tupac here? Where he at? Where he at? And they like, and people in the park like, nah, that's little man up there on the stage. He say, man, that man sounds just like Pac. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like, you know, as time went on, I said to myself, well, you know, that's my hero, but I know I can't be Pac. In the end, you know, Pac is Pac. So I had to find myself through all that, you know, and I found myself. But when I found myself, I also found out that I was really chosen to do it. Yeah. So what he did was help me, you know what I'm saying, find myself to know that I'm chosen to do music. You know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, this is what it is.
Where do you see everything trending towards as far as you said you could emulate Tupac, but now you have definitely your own unique sound. Where do you see this trending towards? What is your goal in being in the industry?
Well, my goal in being in the industry is really to pretty much elevate the energies. You know what I'm saying? Like really have people to tap into the different energies that they never experienced. So, you know, pretty much just lifting up the elevations of, you know, everybody's minds and stuff like that. That's my ultimate goal.
Now, you had an opportunity to do a song, I guess an inspiration song for KRS-One.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that? And how did you feel about having that great opportunity to do that?
Well, you know, I was given the opportunity to write about him, do a song about him. And if I'm not mistaken, is with the Hip Hop Head Foundation out of New York. That was some years ago. And I did the track. I didn't know it was gonna come out the way I put it out. And I was thrilled by it. And when they heard it, they was like, man, this is really good, So, but until this day, I never knew if he heard the song or not. I never knew if he heard the song or not. But I do want to make sure that he hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like to this day, I want to know if he heard the song or not, because I would like for him to hear it. Because it's really giving him the big ups on what he did and how he trailblazed the way for different artists and stuff like that.
We're gonna see if we can make that happen for you. Between myself, Matt, and Gracie, I think we can reach out to him some kind of way and see. Cool. Yes, I really think so.
Yeah, that'll be good though.
Yes, indeed. Mighty Matt, I'm turning it over to you. You have any questions for Hero the Kyng?
Yeah, Hero, nice to meet you, man. Big fan of what you're doing. I really love the way you are able to make motivational music, but still have a dope dance show vibe to it. What goes into your thought process when you're making a song where you want to have a dope message that you're trying to get across, but then you still want to make it appealing to the masses? How do you balance the two?
I really put a lot of thought into my creative process. And I, just like you said, that's pretty much how I aim to kind of layer the music out. So what I do is kind of like I throw some of the slang that's up to date right now, and throw it into the song, into this concepts of the creation, where the younger ones can understand it, as well as the ones that's around our age can understand it. And put more creativity, keeping the youthfulness in the music and in the writing style, and keeping up with those different type of styles. If I want to spit fast, I can spit fast. If I want to slow it down, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But one of the main things that helped me kind of cross it over is me being hip to the streets and what the new school bringing it in, you know what I'm saying, what they bringing in, so I can kind of balance it that way.
Now you've done some really dope freestyles, and what I love that you've done is you've approached or attacked some beats that a lot of people would say untouchable. You did Renegade, you did International Players Anthem. What was the motivation about picking those two beats, and is that something you do a lot of on the freestyle tip for your fans?
Man, I really do it out of spurts. I can just, just be chilling one day and be like, well, I want to write something to this. Let me go ahead and put it out. I like to jump on tracks that, pretty much people have problems jumping on from an independent artist standpoint. So I let them know that if I really want to get up there and stick with them giants, I can do that.
Yeah. Is there another beat, or if you could go get another beat that's so-called untouchable, what would that be for you?
What would it be for me?
Yeah, if you could go get one of the beats that people seem to say is untouchable because it was done by a legend or it was just so amazing, which one would you want to attack next?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been thinking about lately is the Not Like Us beat. Because I really did not hear anybody else come in and really tap on that beat like they should.
Yeah.
So that's really on my thought process.
That's what I mean by untouchable, is Not Like Us. It could be redone, but you're right. You haven't heard any other artist even try it because he done it so well. You were a part of the debut in Atlanta. How did you get that opportunity, and what was that experience like for you? Man,
I be trying to hustle. You know what I'm saying? So I try to put my ear everywhere, my eyes on every screen, trying to find things to do. And once I do that, I just go ahead and make my move. And I got people that help support what I do, so that help make things a little bit more easier when I need to travel and get things done with this music. Because it's a lot of people out there that believe in me and they want me to, you know what I'm saying, do great things. And of course, you can't do it all by yourself. You got to have a team with you.
Yeah. And last thing you said, you sound like Tupac with your voice, but I think you stood out to me as you remind me of 3 Stacks. Like the way you rap and the way you carry topics is 3 Stacks. So you've got 2 legendary people are comparing you to. So I'm excited to hear more of your music. The Internal, Hop in My Bucket and Fly Away. It's like such a simple way to start a song, but immediately it grabbed my attention. Like, oh shit, where's he going with this? So I salute you on that, man. And you're a very dope artist.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
What's up? I guess it's my turn. I love the album cover as well. On that, I was looking you up and listening to your music, and nice. It is a pleasure to meet you. I do have a 2-part question. I get a lot of this as a DJ and also as an A&R, and a lot of art when I do an event. And artists come up to me, oh, you just inspired me so much. Now I want to do this, do that. Because, you know, as an artist, you guys get, you know, disrupted somehow. Of course, that's all of us, as well as me, myself. So my first question is, where do you find your inspiration? And the second part is, when is your favorite time of the day to create when you're into that creative space?
What you say? What was the first question now?
Where do you find inspiration? Like some artists come up to me and say, you just inspired me, because I get, you know, some things that we just really don't even recognize sometimes, because they're creating music every day, but somehow they get distracted and then they get inspired again.
Right. I really, I call them the gates. I wait for my gates to open up. And when them gates open up, sometimes I can kick out like 3 to 4 songs when the gates open up. And really, I will really say it's connected truly through the universe. So if the universe puts something into me, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like things be talking to me. You know, things be talking to me, like telling me what lines to write and all that. So it's really, I'm really driven. Yes, I'm really driven through the universe. It's some songs that I created that I actually brought out of my dreams that I know I did not have in my repertoire.
Okay.
It's actually some songs that I created that I brought directly from my dreams. And I woke right up because I know I do not have that song on my repertoire, wrote it down or rapped it into the song, woke up, created a beat around it, and boom, there we got.
Okay, so that answers the question. Second question then. I'm guessing. When is your favorite part to day to create? Like, as for me, when I used to do the same thing actually. Like, I would have a dream and I used to write poems, and I would just write it down right away. Like, if I don't write it down, it'll just be like pieces. So I have to, as soon as I wake up, I write it down. So yes.
Right. Well, you know, and again, when it comes to that, it really, it varies, you know, it can happen at any time. And whenever it happens, whether I'm asleep or not, you know, whenever it happens, I just have to be ready. Okay. So if I'm out of town or riding in the car, we going anywhere, I can be anywhere. If I got a receipt and a pen, and if something come to my thought, I'm writing it down on that receipt and stuffing it in my pocket and make sure I put it together with other pieces that was brought to me. And, you know, pretty much just put the pieces to the puzzle.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to shout you out, and I'm definitely going to rock your music and play it.
Appreciate
And I DJ a lot in most clubs. So, and I love your music, definitely. Shout out to you for doing what you're doing, and I look forward on hearing more of you.
Yes.
You will.
And we have a dope music video that we want to premiere from Hero to Kyng. It's called Eternal. Are there any comments you would like to give before we play the video?
Nah. I'm gonna let the track speak right now.
Okay. So here it is, y'all. The debut on Hype in the Streets, Hero to Kyng, Internal.
Hop in my bucket and drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide that day. Even die in my bucket and drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide that day. Even die today. Sorrow after murder and time, who will defeat? Women, I know you find there's more to it than sucking D. Your intuition, the future for us to see. Never be persuaded, do better to play for keeps. We indoctrinated, color dividing us on the street, resulting to shots fired whenever we disagree. Pretty much the same, having encounters with the police. Two fingers in the sky, the only sign I see your peace. Put your head down, tears roll like cry on my shoulders. Babies dying way too fast, trying to be older. I'm tired of seeing mothers alone, pushing a stroller. No love is a venomous strike, poison from cobra. Stay 13, strapped with a glizzy, wanna be soldiers. I think I need an Eskimo jacket, this world is colder. Know that it's repercussions, warning before destruction. Bullets flying, they bustin', it's crazy for over nothing. Do we maintain? Go get a job, rob a slaying cane. Black sheep sent from the home, left him to gang bang. Little girls turning the hoes, she entertain James. Living condition and thought dismissions with age pain. Talk about priorities, people don't give a damn though. Kids gotta eat, they blow a check and buy a Lambo. Stomach started growling, build up anger, he commando. Same fuck reason got him trapping out a bando. The boys ain't men no more. Where did the man go? Didn't even honor the code, sang a soprano. Parents think they too old to listen, don't wanna learn nothing. Swear I came out on a mission, I was a sperm coming. Everybody going through shit, roll up and burn something. I guess it's my time to try. I'ma turn something. Before I exit this journey, you hear no lies told. Hoping to reach your internal before my eyes close. Drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide that day. Even die in my bucket and drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide that day. Even die today. Hero the king, man. I'm wired different, bruh. So much turmoil, so much agony, pain, and stress. We gotta put that to rest, you feel me? Don't let it overtake you. Don't let it keep you bound, you know what I'm saying? Get off the ground and stand up, you know what I'm saying? Do something. Reach out for help. We all need it.
Yeah, that is a vibe. I call that a hip hop neo soul vibe. That's what I get from it, man. That's a dope track there.
Appreciate it, man.
I call that as an organic symphony. I love it. It's very beautiful and very expressive. I love it. Definitely dig it.
I could tell you what I heard out of it. I heard that Raphael Sadiq sound from the 90s. The song "Ask of You." Oh. It kind of has that vibe to it too. And so that song it works in multiple ways. It's a hip hop song. If you want to put it in a category, I won't put it in a category, but you can also put a singer on it. You can put an R&B singer on it too. Sure and so that song, it has so much versatility, man. I really enjoyed that.
That's what I could hear out of it. Like I could hear an R&B neo soul female artist or something behind it. You know?
Yes. It's a really dope song, and like you said, I can see you doing the Not Like Us with Kendrick because you come from that lineage. I can tell already.
Right.
What are you? I know you're from Fort Lauderdale. Did you shoot that there, or where did you guys shoot that at?
Yeah, shot in Fort Lauderdale.
And then, how important is it for you to be? You know, you're kind of the artist coming up out of Fort Lauderdale. You're kind of putting your whole city on your back. How important is it for you to stay true to where you're from, and putting this great light on your city?
Well, I used to, kind of look at it like that, but I don't look at it like that no more.
Okay.
It's so far past that now. You know what I'm saying? It's about everybody now at this point. It don't matter where you at. So it's like I'm representing the rural.
Yeah.
So I don't even see it like I'm sectioning myself off now. I used to think that way, but not no more. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. So
Yeah,
you know,
definitely
definitely
dope song, and your wordplay, your bars, your punchlines, the concepts you're having there. Very impressed. I'm gonna post it for you as soon as we're done tonight, so we can run those views up and tell more people about your amazing talent. You call yourself Harold the King. How did you come up with that name?
Well, it started with Hero first. It's a long story to how I end up switching it to Hero. It used to be LA, you know, early on, which stood for live animal. But it was something that went down where the FBI ended up flagging my name.
Oh shit.
Under LA. And that particular album that I had dropped, I'm just keeping it real. This the stuff that we go through, you know, in the hood. But of course, the government don't want to hear that. So just like they flagged NWA music, they flagged my music too. So that's really what made me change my name to Hero. So I was asking the universe, what should I change my name to? And the first thing that came to my head was Hero. And that's pretty much how I started with Hero. Now, recently I just rebranded with adding the Kyng on there because I found out other artists is using the name Hero.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not finna get rid of Hero. You know what I'm saying? And I always have these dreams and stuff like that, that like almost like in my past life, I was royalty somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I added the Kyng to it. So now when you go put in Hero the Kyng, I'm the only one you see.
That's fair.
Ain't no other artist is popping up under that. You know, especially the way I got it spelled. So that's how I ended up with that.
Well, you know, we live in a culture where we want to short everything. So would you be okay somebody calling you HDK?
Hey, I was already thinking about that. I'm gonna get that put on the hat. I'm gonna get that HDK put on the hat.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So I would think about that already.
Yeah, cause we quit to shorten something. So
yeah. I'm cool with it.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
You definitely have a lot of knowledge, and like I saw this quote the other day. Actually, I wrote it down, and it say, "What you say is who you are." So I just want to shout you out.
All right, appreciate that.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well, Hero the Kyng, thank you so much for taking the time to be on Hype in the Streets. You always welcome on. Are there any other projects or anything else you're working on you want to plug at this time?
Man, I'm trying to drop something every 3 months. I'm dropping something. So the next track I'm working on, I forgot what I named it. Matter of fact, No Headaches. That's the name of it. It's a club joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping some smooth punchlines in there. If you ain't really listening, you'll miss it. But yeah, that's the next one coming, No Headaches.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for joining, man, and we'll definitely be in touch with you.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes.
We finally got it in.
Yeah. We finally got it in, man. All this time, we finally got it in. But definitely appreciate you.
For sure.
Oh, yes. That was Hero the Kyng joining us on Hype in the Streets. A very dope artist from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I like that song, man. I kind of want to roll that video again if y'all okay with that, man. Take a quick break.
I love it.
Yeah, it got a great vibe to it. Like you can ride with that song, play it in the club, at a brunch, just anywhere. So yeah, we're gonna check this out again. We had Hero the Kyng. He just joined us and he left us with this track, Internal. Let's check it out again.
Run it.
Hop in my bucket and drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide that day. Even die in my bucket and drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide that day. Even die today. Sorrow after murder and time, who will defeat? Women, I know you find there's more to it than sucking D. Your intuition, the future for us to see. Never be persuaded, do better to play for keeps. We indoctrinated, color divide us on the street, resulting in shots fired whenever we disagree. Pretty much the same, having encounters with the police. 2 fingers in the sky, the only sign I see your peace. Put your head down, tears roll like cry on my shoulders. Babies dying way too fast, trying to be older. I'm tired of seeing mothers alone, pushing a stroller. No love is a venomous strike, poison from cobra. Stay 13, strapped with a glizzy, wanna be soldiers. I think I need an Eskimo jacket, this world is colder. No that is repercussions, warning before destruction. Bullets flying, they bustin', it's crazy for over nothing. Do we maintain? Go get a job, rob a slaying cane. Black sheep sent from the home, left him to gang bang. Little girls turning the whole shit, entertain James. Living condition and thought dismissals with age pain. Talk about priorities, people don't give a damn though. Kids gotta eat, they blow a check and buy a Lambo. Stomach started growling, build up anger, he commando. Same fuck reason got him trapping out of bando. The boys ain't men no more. Where did the man go? Didn't even honor the code, sang a soprano. Parents think they too old to listen, don't wanna learn nothing. That's why I came out on a mission, I was a sperm coming. Everybody going through shit, roll up and burn something. I guess it's my time to try. I'ma turn something. Before I exit this journey, you hear no lies told. Hoping to reach home eternal before my eyes close. Drive away, but I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide today. Even die in my bucket and drive away. But I just wanna fly away. That's why I'm cooped up in a hideaway. Can't see for my people, I would slide today. Even die today. He wrote a Kyng, man. I'm wired different, bruh. So much turmoil, so much agony, pain, and stress. We gotta put that to rest, you feel me? Don't let it overtake you. Don't let it keep you bound, you know what I'm saying? Get off the ground and stand up, you know what I'm saying? Do something. Reach out for help. We all need it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good song. That's a pop song. You can put that on a pop radio station too.
I love his voice. Like,
yes.
I want, he's so clear, and I just love his voice. I would love to hear more of him, for real. He's got some dope.
Yes. I see you. Graci Grace come in. She come in on YouTube live.
Multitasking.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just wanted to see what y'all gonna do.
Yes, that's Hero the Kyng. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. Definitely. Man, let's talk about this show. Graci Grace, Chastity Unlocked. What we got coming up on that?
Oh, Chastity Unlocked. I'm just still caught up on the song. I'm like, wow. I was like having some thoughts about the song, like like an R&B female artist in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. When my creative thoughts start thinking about me, I'm like, I sleep and doing this stuff. Chastity Unlocked is actually a TV show that I DJ. I am her DJ, and I'm so excited about it. We actually filmed 2 episodes on Sunday. So I was dying. Okay. As soon as I got out of there, I was like, oh my God. Filming is hard, y'all. So, and it's a real TV show that she have audience in a studio for about 30 or more people. She have a bartender. Shout out to everyone. The team is awesome. I love working with them. Also, she have, she bring in like entrepreneurs in the DMV area and kind of like just showcase them off. We have she interviewed a legend, which is Cirrus and Scooby. It's a go-go band in the city, and they're doing some great things and projects in the community that they're going to bring in go-go bands to perform. It's just amazing. I can't wait to be a part of it. She interviewed a lot of influencer women, especially this month. It's going to be going on, and on the 16th it's going to be a big show. So I'm really excited about it, and I love everything she's doing. And so I'm very proud to be a part of that. And beside that, we have events after events, so it's just at Crazy, and I'll be in Chicago this weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, Chi-Town. What's the difference between DJing for a television show and DJing for an event?
TV shows, it's just like you. I'm trying to think.
Are you more nervous?
Yes, because I'm like careful on everything. I don't want to screw up anything because you're when you're filming, there's no sound. You cannot make any noises in the background because it's filming. And then during break, that's when I play the music. But what happened if I'm like, I have to make sure the volume is off on everything just in case, like on, on iTunes or everywhere, like literally, because anything could happen accidentally. So I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to screw things up. Because, we were filming one time and somebody's telephone went off.
Oh, man. Cut.
So, yeah. Well, they would just kind of like, cut it off when you later on for edit and stuff like that. But it is definitely a little, but I think I could get used to it. You know what I'm saying? I just have to, yeah. It's long though.
Yes.
It's long. Like,
yes.
Yeah. I had just got home like 4:00 Saturday morning because we had an event that night. And then I had to be at the studio at noon. So, yeah. It's a lot of work, you guys. So I grind. All right. Yeah. I'm hustling, bustling. It's hard.
Mighty Matt, I want to ask you because I know you have been on several Zoom calls this week. Like every Zoom call I have been on, I have seen you on there as well. So just walk us through you going to those calls and also some of the artist services that you have that you can put artists on these calls that you have been joining throughout the week.
Yeah, great question. So shout out to M80. He reached out to me. He had a dope artist out of South Carolina, like I said, Cash RBE. What I specialize in is connecting artists with DJs. So I reached out to our family, Chill, DJ Manny Faces. We got them on DigiWax to do the email blast. So it's all about just giving artists an opportunity to get their music played by the DJs and getting some real deal feedback. It's a great experience. One, it's all family. So, it's kind of like a cheat code between all the outlets we have access to, plus the people we work with outside. It creates a really good rollout for an artist. Like a lot of artists, they put out dope music, but then they don't do anything with it. They just put it on social media and then they think people are going to come to it. So I specialize in getting it to DJ Graci Grace and saying, hey, let's get a video of you playing this in the club so that artist's fans can see that this song is taking off a little bit. Or Tee Recx, let's get you to do an interview with him. So now they know in Alabama, they're getting traction out there. So just creating different moments we can do on content to make the artist a bigger movement. And it helps when the artist makes good music. The song I like, we tried playing it last week. But it's a really dope song. The kid has a talent for being current with what the sounds are today, but he's really dope with rap. He's got dope bars and a great positive message. So yeah, I just love helping my friends. Like I'm not trying to get rich off of an artist. I don't like doing that. Really, M80's the only one I even do the services for now, because I just want to help other artists that are deserving of it. So if you've gotten to M80, I know that you're doing things the right way. I know you're being taught the right way to go about this. And now you just need some exposure or some interviews or some opportunities. And that's where we come in with Stop Beefing Radio and the whole team. So, yeah, it's exciting. I've had a privilege of doing it for Razzcast. When we did the Razzcast 5 Mics Challenge, it stemmed from an opportunity like that where M80 hit me and said, here's Razzcast's information. What can you do for him? And we built that to create the 5 Mics Challenge. So just figuring out different ways to help artists get their music out there and expose it to the world.
Absolutely. And you're doing a great job. You do a lot of leg work, man. And it shows for real.
Thank you.
I have a question for both of you all. A lot of times you have artists and people always coming up to you asking, oh, how can I get on this and that? What gravitates you to go up to an artist and be like, hey, I want to put you on this platform What characteristics do both of you all look for you all to go seek an artist versus artists coming to you all asking questions?
Grace, you want to go first?
Sure. I could go first. Well, actually, you go first.
Okay. So for me, a lot of times it comes from I see the performance. Like I'm really big on the music. I'm really big on the words. I'm really big on punchlines. So if I'm watching you perform live, and I hear the punchlines that I like, and I see the energy that you have, a lot of times I have no problem walking up to you. Like it's always funny to me because people always walk up to other people trying to get them to play their music, and I'm like, if you know who I really am, you'd be coming to me directly. But I walk up to them and I see how they interact. Like if I come up to you and you act like you're big timing me or you don't have time, then there's nothing else we're going to do for you. Because I know in the end, if you start to make any kind of movements in my city, Naptown, or pretty much in the world right now, you got to come through the Hype magazine or Stop Beefing Radio or DigiWax or Gorgeous George tour. Like we're too intertwined with this industry now. So, but yeah, I look for artists that are humble, talented, and willing to do what it takes to get to that next step, because everybody wants to be in this industry until you know it's 24/7. Gracie said it was a long day. She wanted to be in the TV show. That was her dream. But then the work that has to come involved in it turns a lot of people out and turns a lot of people off. And if you can't handle being at the studio at this time, being at the radio at this time, being on time for your interviews, then it's not going to really work for you. So I look for people that you can tell are hungry. And I always go for the underdog too. Like I don't want the person that's big time in the situation, wearing $100,000 around their neck. I want the person that's in a white t-shirt that just needs an opportunity. And when you give, a lot of times you get people who need an opportunity, a chance, they exceed your expectations. And that's when you know that everything's going to work great. So, Gracie, what's your thoughts?
And that's why I wanted Money Matt to go first, because you should be a DJ, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's everything you just said is basically the same thing that I do. I look at their characteristic, how you engage with everyone. I don't go for like, you would never see me going to you because you have this huge necklace and you're all dressed up and you're with 20 females or 20 entourage next to you. Sometimes you gotta kind of like go down a little bit if you want to really be seen, right? So yeah, it means a lot to me for an artist to come up to me, hey DJ Gracie, because there's a lot of things going on and there's only one person, there's a whole bunch of artists. It could be 2 DJ in one building or one event, and there's like 100 artists. So of course, as an artist, I would advise artists to go to the people that you see. That's, you have to network with the right people. And I always use this and give this example to a lot of artists, especially new artists, is basically the same thing as choose the right battle. The same thing when we start argument, make sure it's the right battle to fight for. So the same thing when you go in a showcase and you perform, choose who you need to speak to. Don't waste your time on unnecessary chat, which could hurt you a little bit sometimes. So I always look at the artist's behavior, their performance skills, of course, and engagement with other. If you're done in your performance and you're in the corner somewhere and you're not engaging with everybody, why waste my time with you? Because it shows me your characteristic, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's a big thing for me.
I got a question for you, right. Gracie. Somebody's performing on stage. Do you like it better when they're just on stage by themselves or when they have an entourage behind them with a crowded stage?
Okay. I actually was just a judge this recent Saturday with shout out to Wally Coyote and North Carolina. Peeps was there. A whole bunch of A&R was there. I like to see an artist by themselves.
Facts.
Okay. I want to see how you could engage with the crowd. And we had a list, like I should have brought it with me, but the way we scored, because I was one of the judges, the way we scored it shows is like, I think 20 questions and we have to put like 1 to 10, whatever. And one of it was like, of course, your engagement with the judges or in the crowds. Like, eye contact, 1 to 10, or you can't just stay in one place. And I never even really thought about it that way with all those questions that they gave us. So yes, definitely. And it's a good thing to have like entourage behind you, but I want to see what you could do alone,
Facts. The other thing too, for some free game for an artist, if you do get a chance to perform in front of a whole bunch of other artists or a whole bunch of DJs, do one song. We don't want to hear your whole catalog. Do the one song, and if you get 10 minutes, maybe do it back to back. Like but when you're done performing, I want to come up to you and say, yo, that song was so amazing. What else do you have? So if you play 5 songs, I never heard who you are, your first song is going to be dope, and the other ones you're kind of just trying to figure it out. You should have just did the one song. Like, it's a bigger impact for me if an artist is on stage and they act like they get show performances all the time. So like, oh, I did my one song and I'm done. Like, you can tell when an artist doesn't get a lot of chances. You can tell when an artist is brand new versus the seasoned ones. They're going to have a show mix. Like, Gracie, or even T, can you guys go into, from a DJ's perspective, what a show mix is for an artist? Like, if I'm coming to perform at a show for you, what should my show mix look like? And, how can I impress the DJs that are a part of these shows?
You go first, that DJ Tee Recx.
Basically, you want to highlight the best part of your composition or the music that you want to perform. And I always suggest artists to not use background vocals. I want to hear the straight raw voice, no rapping over your own lyrics and anything like that, because that shows that you have been putting in the work and memorizing your music, which you should know it. And so you just want to highlight the best parts of the music and not make it too long, a good 5 to maybe 10 minutes at the most show mix, so that way you can just run through the best parts of your songs, showcase the talent that you have and just move on from it.
Definitely. I actually do show mixes. So, you got to pay attention. Like, normally it's like 5 minutes or so, or 7 minutes. I would not do more than 7 minutes, to tell you the truth, just like Money Matt said. Highlight your best music, like 25% of it, of each song, kind of thing. So, and it, like you said, it makes you just want to hear more about the artist, right? Just like we just did with the Kyng. I'm like, okay, I want to hear more. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, that's what turned me off one time. I went to, and I was actually a host, and that artist just like kept rapping. I'm like, hold on. I'm done.
Won't stop, can't stop.
I don't know what. It's just really a turn off,
I can say another thing too. Another cheat code that I've learned is, if I'm an artist and I'm gonna be on the stage around a whole bunch of people, a cappella. Start with no beat. Just get on there and go crazy, freestyle, whatever you can do to show you are so confident in your ability. You don't need a lot of special effects. Grab the microphone, just start going crazy with your voice, and then have your DJ. Actually, here's another piece. Have a DJ at every show. Don't have somebody hand a CD to the DJ. You need to have your own DJ that's a part of your situation, because if I'm watching from the crowd, I want to see that you have a movement. So I should see you performing. I should see you have a DJ. I should see a manager either on stage, networking, or people moving around the crowd. You want to create a presentation like you already are somebody that you want to be. Even if you're faking it until you make it, you have to give the presentation like you are somebody that's a star. I remember Tech9 used to talk about, he would go to shows and there'd be 5-10 people in the shows, but he would rock it to the best of his ability. And now look at him, he's doing stadiums, because when you go in and you put your all into your performance, you don't worry about smoking a lot before you go in. You don't worry about getting drunk. You're there to perform and do your job, and then afterwards have fun. But if you can get on the stage, you go a cappella, no beat, and out of nowhere, I just hear you snapping, going crazy, and then the DJ drops some bombs for you, and now the song comes in, and now I hear you. Like, K-Dot did that a lot. Kendrick Lamar, we all know him today. He's the best show performer there is, because when he would perform at a concert, before he played the song, he did a cappella of the verse, and he made the crowd memorize the song. So now when I play the song for you and he shows the mic to the crowd, you all know what you're supposed to say. That crowd engagement will win a lot of people over if you know how to, MC the proper way.
And it's so
Yes.
embarrassing as well too, Money Matt and DJ Tee Recx. If anyone in the stage or hosting kind of like make you do a acapella right there, because it happened actually. It happened to this one female R&B, and she couldn't do it. And I'm like, oh my God, you always have to be ready. Okay, be ready. It's like I also have another cheat code. You could, when you get your music recorded, you could go down a little bit on the vocals if you want it in there for just a little, but it's not, just make sure you title it. A lot of artists forget to title, this is just for vocals, like, and then a lot of artists sends me, because I do a lot of showcase, so they'll send you like their music, but it's the one for performance slots. And then now I'm like, okay, I want to play this song, put it in my mix and play it. And and then it's you always have to be prepared on everything before. And that is such a great idea right there, Money Matt. Like, whatever you do, you'll bring your whole crowd with you. Yeah, right, you spend a lot of money for them, right? Some artists will pay for them to get in the club.
Thanks.
Why not pay a DJ? Why not pay a tour manager with you for you to look good? That's like your freaking resume, y'all.
Absolutely. And my 2 cents is eye contact, like what Money Matt was saying, as far as having that connection. Anytime you on the stage, you want to make eye contact with certain people in the crowd, so that way you can make them feel the song that you present, and they know that it's genuine. And I know a lot of times people, like you say, have the entourage or just pacing back and forth. Just take time, just like going to the gym. Just take 2 hours a day or whatever to work on your stage presence, because that can get you through the door a lot more than just your skill alone. Like, if you got some showbiz about yourself, that can help take you to other places than rather just pacing and just rapping over your lyrics or whatever. So if you put in the preparation, people would notice that. And then if you have talent or you have potential, people gonna work with you regardless.
Hey, Gracie, I want to ask this because, like you said, you do a lot of showcases, you do a lot of tours with artists. How important is an artist being at multiple times, not just showing up for the one time, but making it a point to be at different locations, making it a point to follow the tour? Like, how important is that from your viewpoint to see that an artist is working and following up with what you guys are doing?
That is so important, Money Matt. I feel like if you are an artist and you are performing in the same places all the time, I don't feel like you're growing. And then the same people is watching you. So it's so important to be in multiple places. Different people that will be able to kind of judge who you are, what music you sing or rap, or it's just so important to me. I was just talking to somebody about this, and I'm like, I don't mean to be so mean sometimes, but I am kind of very mean. I'm very sweet, but I'm very mean, and I'm real to you. Yeah. I will tell you, look, you perform with the same people for the 10th time. Why? Yeah. I don't understand. You are wasting your time, your money. And it's like, I manage my time so wisely. I'm trying to teach them to manage their time wisely. I feel like there's no reason. I feel like you're being ripped off. All you're doing is wasting your money performing with the same people all the time. There's nothing wrong with participating with them, but once you grow, you have to cut it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this wraps up another episode of Hype in the Streets. Thank you very much for Money Matt and DJ Graci Grace, and also our special guest, Hero the Kyng. Y'all have any closing comments for tonight?
No, well, for me, I just want everyone to stay focused, be positive, and stay healthy, take care of yourself, and also check on your strong friends whenever you get a chance.
Yeah. And like Gracie and T said, don't let all the stuff that's going on around us cause you to get negative, cause you to get depressed. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. You can you can't really change anything. You just got to be aware of what's going on to help your family and friends. But don't let all this stuff that's going on. You know, they just did something. They censored a congressperson because he spoke out against Trump. So it's getting into some spooky times right now. So just don't let that distract you. Stay focused on what you want to achieve with your, you know, in your life. Stay positive and, you know, prayed up, because it's about to be a fun 4 years.
Yes, it is. And I always tell your loved ones you love them today, because tomorrow's never promised. I always love God and love people. I definitely want to give a shout out to the Hype Magazine, Stop Beefing Radio, It's Gorgeous Music, DigiWax, Maverick Global Distribution, Live by Terrence, Two Factor Media, Bird Vision. You know, everybody. That's part of what we got going on. Is definitely a blessing to be working together. We're gonna close out the show.
I got one more thing to say real quick. One more thing.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I just want to shout out I Said It Management on the event I'm doing this weekend in Chicago, Illinois. We are basically we are honoring extraordinary Black women honorees. It's going to be a dope event. It's a tribute to women, and he is honoring 4 magnificent women in the Chicago area, and I'm really, really excited about it. So yes. So if you're in Chicago, I hope to see you guys there.
Absolutely. And we got the 23rd anniversary of the Hype Magazine coming up soon. And so we're going to be live on location for that historic event. And I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And so y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all check out everything, the Hype Magazine. Make sure you follow us on our social media platforms. Until then, you all have a great night. Peace.